Hello, I am Flash Isaac. This is Flashlearners. You are now watching 120 Days to Jamb. This is a series containing 120 videos to prepare you for Jamb. Each episode of the series contains introduction, outline, detailed class, questions, and homework for you. The questions and homework are from the Flashlearners Jamb application. Install Flashlearners Jamb app today to access all the free features. Click activate and scroll to buy activation key to get access to the golden features. Don't be scared, the app is affordable. Do you have trust issues? Simply chat me directly on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Telegram for installation and activation instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take off. This is episode number 6 of the 120 Days to Jamb Use of English with Flash Isaac. In this episode, we shall focus on sentence completion. This is by no means the only episode that we focus on sentence completion. Before we get to the 120th episode, we would have answered a lot of questions under sentences completion. So, we'll start from somewhere. In Jamb, you'll be given a lot of sentences to complete. And sentence completion covers a lot of topics in English. From question tag to concord, a lot, and a lot. To parts of speech, to singular and plural, so many. Which means, if at the end of this class, you should be able to know, or at the end of this series, you'll be able to know the various aspects, the various areas in English where sentence completion are set, and how to answer any question under sentence completion, so long Jamb Use of English is concerned. You also see all the sentence completion questions Jamb have ever set, and how to answer them correctly, the correct answers. By the way, we are making use of the Flashlearners Jamb CBT application. Install for yourself, activate Play Store, flashlearners.com, my social handles. Chat me directly for activation and installation instructions. Let's look at this question. It says, are you sure this is dash shop? A. John's and Elizabeth. B. John and Elizabeth. C. John's and Elizabeth. And D. John and Elizabeth or Elizabeth. This is possession. If I say Isaac's book, this part is showing possession. That is how to show possession. This sentence is telling us that John and Elizabeth own the shop. Since both of them possess the property, what is the best way to write them? If two persons possess a property, how do we put it down correctly? If Mr. A and B owns a property, a shop, a school, a book, if you are writing them, the one you write first should not carry the possessive case, should not carry the possession. The possession should be on the second one. So, the last possessor should carry this. Are you sure this is John and Elizabeth's shop? B is correct. Are you sure this is Isaac and Jude's shop? The person you are mentioning, the second person you are mentioning should carry the possessive case. Are you sure this is Elizabeth and John's shop? If you are writing John last, John should carry the possessive case or the S. One of my friends dash an extra on the feed. A. Are. B. Is. C. Where. And D. Aren't. If I say one of my friends, first of all, one of my friends is correct. Don't say one of my friend is here. That is wrong. Don't say one of my girlfriend is here. No, don't say one of my teacher is here. It's wrong, wrong, and wrong. For you to say one of, it means you have many or more than one. So, if you are saying one of my friends, it should be S. If you have many girlfriends and only one of them is available or around, you say one of my girlfriends. Out of many, one. One of my teachers. Correct, correct, correct. If only one out of my friends is here, if I have many friends and one is here, one comes around, or one of them is around, that one is singular. I don't care about the other friends because the one I'm focusing on is the one that is here. So, one of my best friends is an extra on the feed. Is correct, not are. You are not talking about your other friends, you are talking of one, and one is singular. So, when you have one of, the verb that follows should be singular in most cases. He had an accident because his brakes dash bad. He was driving, he had an accident. Now, what does brakes in this context mean? In this context, brake is singular. You don't have many brakes in the vehicle. You have just one. So he tried to match the brake, it did not work. So his brakes was bad, not is, because we are talking about the past. He had an accident because his brakes was bad, not is or are or were. Brake is singular in this context. So in a car, you have one brake. So they are using the sentence to confuse you. And if you don't reason very well, you fail a lot of questions under sentences completion and especially under interpretation. Follow this series, you are covered. When you see questions in Jamb, you will know exactly what they want from you. The team experienced and inexperienced players. Whether you know the answer to this question or not, two things you should know. Comprises of is wrong. It is a wrong grammar. Don't ever say comprises of. And don't say comprise of. Don't say comprise of. So those two, they are wrong. Never use them. Comprise and comprises. Okay? Looking at B and C, the team comprises experienced and inexperienced players. Carries, it has. So option B is the correct option. A and D are grammatically wrong. So the correct answer is it comprises experienced. Anytime you are using comprises, don't add of. Comprises of is not correct. You can travel on your own. A, isn't it? B, wouldn't you? C, can't you? And D, shouldn't you? This is under question tag. When a statement is positive, the question tag should be negative. So if a statement has can, the question tag should be can't. If a statement has can't, the question tag should be can. If a statement has are, question tag should be aren't. If a statement has aren't, question tag should be are. If a statement is should, question tag should be shouldn't. If a statement is shouldn't, question tag should be should. If a statement is would, question tag should be wouldn't, and so on. So you can travel on your own. Can, the question tag should be can't. So can't you is correct. Can't you travel on your own? You can travel on your own. B is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you found this helpful. For your assignment, open the Flashlearners Jamb app, click on question search, enter sentence completion. Answer the sentences or the questions that you can. The ones you cannot or the ones you don't understand, chat me up on my social handles or wait for me to cover them because I'm going to cover a lot of questions there. So that is it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.